Bluehost gets trashed online and praised just as much. So, which is it really? An aging hosting or one of the best WordPress hosting providers out there? After years of using Bluehost, I'm here with a Bluehost honest review to reveal whether Bluehost is actually good. Let's start this Bluehost review with one of its main selling points, making WordPress hosting as accessible as possible. The setup is guided from start to finish, so even if you've never touched hosting before, you're good to go. This beginner-friendly approach is a big reason why Bluehost is officially recommended by the WordPress creators themselves. WordPress onboarding is powered by Bluehost AI-assisted setup, helping you get a functional site online fast without getting in the way. Add in solid WordPress management tools like plugin and update controls, caching settings, and a built-in coming soon page, and Bluehost covers everything you need without throwing too much at you. If you want to give it a go already, I've got the biggest Bluehost discount in the description. Alright, their custom dashboard is clearly made for simplicity first. The Bluehost login and dashboard were recently redesigned. If you've used the old Bluehost panel, the new one doesn't radically change how things work, but it's more than just a visual refresh. Navigation is cleaner, common settings are easier to find, and overall, it just feels less clunky than before. What I really like though is that Bluehost hasn't forced everyone into this new dashboard. You still get full access to cPanel, which is something most hosting providers don't even offer anymore. Whether you love cPanel or have a complicated relationship with it like I do, having the option matters. Beginners can stick to the custom dashboard without ever touching it, while more experienced users still get the good old cPanel. When it comes to Bluehost plans and pricing, Bluehost keeps things simple, but here's what actually matters. The starter plan is exactly what it sounds like. It's built for a single, simple website or blog. The business plan is where Bluehost starts to make more sense for growing projects. It's great if you're hosting multiple websites and want more breathing room. You get extra storage and stronger security features, which are things you'll quickly appreciate once your sites get more traffic. You also get domain privacy for a year, which is nice, but to be fair, some providers offer domain privacy for free long-term. If you're planning to sell online, the e-commerce essentials plan is the obvious choice. It comes with built-in e-commerce tools that make launching an online store much easier, especially if you're using WordPress and WooCommerce. Now, there are some downsides, but I can't say renewal pricing is one of them. Bluehost has a modest increase here compared to most other providers. So long-term, it's still a great value. Just don't forget to apply my Bluehost discount for the lowest Bluehost pricing by scanning this QR code or clicking the link in the description. Okay, next in this Bluehost review, let's talk features. Bluehost is really solid here. You get basic malware scanning included, which isn't something you'll think about every day, but when you need it, you'll be very glad it's there. It quietly helps protect your site from common threats without you having to mess with security settings. The free domain for a year and free SSL certificate aren't that big of a deal anymore, but there are still some more expensive providers that won't give you that. And SSL is non-negotiable these days. Without it, browsers will literally warn people away from your site. I also like Bluehost's builder style approach here. WordPress gives you total freedom long term, but honestly, building the site can be the hard part. WordPress AI Website Builder helps you get something real online fast, instead of staring at a blank WordPress install. It doesn't lock you in or limit you, it just helps you get moving. On top of that, you get basic marketing tools like SEO features, Google Ads integration, and Google Business support, which is more than enough for small businesses or local sites. The main downside is that a lot of Bluehost's free features are free for a year, and then not so free anymore. Over time, those extras can start creeping into your monthly bill, which might not be what you're looking for if you want predictable long-term pricing. At least you can cancel them at any time. Still, for an easy start with strong basics, Bluehost does a lot right. Now talking about Bluehost performance, it's fine. Not amazing, not terrible, just solid enough for most small to medium sites. Uptime in my test was 100%. Of course, it won't always be like that, but you can expect at least 99.9%, which is solid for any provider. I also tested the default WordPress site loading time, and it was alright. It loaded in just over a second. It wasn't as fast as Hostinger, but it still hits under the 2.5 second mark that Google recommends. Under heavier traffic, Bluehost also did fine. The stress test results weren't perfect, but more than solid with no failures. Response times didn't really increase that much either. By the way, all Bluehost servers used to be based in the US, but now they've added plenty of locations all around the world. Plus, Bluehost has a CDN, so overall, it does a great job globally. Support is also very important for any best web hosting provider, so you don't feel left alone trying to figure everything out. I had the chance to talk to them a few times. Yeah, I said talk. Not every provider offers phone support anymore, and Bluehost still has it available 24/7. Of course, if you're not up for a phone call, there's a chat option too. Overall, the impressions were a bit mixed. Response times were usually fast, but the experience can feel a bit circular. You'll often get links to articles or be passed between teams. In the end, my problems were solved, but compared to Hostinger, where even their AI assistant at times felt more helpful, there's definitely room for improvement here. Alright, so what's my verdict on this Bluehost review 2026? Is Bluehost good? If you want to host a WordPress website for the first time, Bluehost is a top provider for that hands down, especially with the pricing you can get using my discount from the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.